What made you want to
Um,
join the army or
right.
the navy and then the SAS?
Look, man, as a kid, I just fucking loved war, right? Like, if there's any belief that your soul just kind of keeps reliving lives, um, then that might be the most accurately aligned belief I could have, pretty solid evidence to believe so, that I can find, because I just had this passion for geopolitics and war and strategy and all this sort of stuff, right? Just fucking loved it. So as a kid, like, we're in classes, like, you taught me history that involved like some sort of civilization or war, and not just basic geography to tell me that about croissants and shit. I really didn't give a fuck about croissants, or you know pasta dish or some shit in Italy. That's not what that I get excited about. um, if you gave me lessons on that, I would have photographic memory. And I
Hmm.
think that's one of the differences between passion, right? Passion and is drawing from a battery or a skill set. You don't really need to draw from your natural energy source and consciousness. You're just fucking in it and there. So I had a huge interest when I was a kid. And it's like, in fourth grade, I remember, which I know what fourth grade is. What's that? 4 or 5 plus 5, like 10 years old. So I was like 10 years old. And I just remember like my affiliation connection with, just learning about Gallipoli, because that's the war that they would teach you in Australia, and understanding that. And while they were teaching whatever other nonsense, that was what I would be reading my notes back over. Like in my book, I actually interested in writing notes. I don't know how many 10-year-old kids are actually writing notes about shit too. So it was like, it started from a young age. Then it developed into like me playing outside, all the playing of army men. And I think it was adventure. I think it was that call to adventure, right? More than anything. And just maybe some past lives there, or in some capacity where it involved war.
Hmm. Okay. And so then I believe it was Navy first.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
I went through my schooling, 17. At the time, you had to be 17 to join the military. So at 17 and 10 days, I joined. Obviously going through all the recruitment process at like 16 and 6 months or something. Shout out to my grandfather, who got me dressed in my blazer and tie and everything, like consistently, and prepared me for that. Like, Jesus Christ, I could have crushed an interview for anything with that man behind me, supporting me in that way. And yeah, I joined as electronics technician, electrical engineering, which was crazy because all the other guys were like, I hadn't finished high school, or at least hadn't done year 12. And everyone else had degrees or many years of experience, at least, and definitely finished year 12. It's a little bit out of my depth. And then that was the start of my journey.